Hi guys, this is John with JP Auto Paint Works out in Runaway Bay, Texas. No, we're not dead. For those of you who keep asking, we are very much alive. We are sanding and working on a VW
GTI.
Golf, Golf, GTI. But anyway, we got to strip the top surfaces because they're pretty rough. Every time I hit this thing, I think a spider has just jumped on my head. This is really freaking me out. Okay. So, yes, we've been off the air for quite a while because, well, we had a lot of work that we had to do. And so we also want to show you this too, since everybody out there really does dislike us, and the more we succeed, the more they cry. I was watching a gentleman named Lamberto out of Houston. And buddy, I'm sorry if I butchered your name. White guy, my bad. But he's doing paint jobs and stuff for $1,200. And he's down in Houston. Everybody's seen him because he exploded. And the other day, he bought a paint booth. He went to where they sell them, bought the damn thing, picked it up. Tickled me to death. Told him, man, I am jealous because that's a brand new booth and you guys have got one. But he said something very interesting. He said, if you don't invest, and I'm sure I'm going to butcher what he said, but if you don't invest in yourself, invest money in your time, invest back into your business, you'll never make money. You'll never grow. And so now, like I've been saying all winter or all summer, we're building a shop right next door to this one. And so it took a while to do because let's face it, it's been a really bad rainy year this year.
It has.
And so now we have the beginnings of an 18 by 26 foot building. And so once this is built, or as this is being built, we'll be putting in monstrous trucks like the dualies and the jacked up guys that make me cuss at you because I got to go up and down on a fucking ladder.
Basically the ones that cannot fit in here.
Right. And so that'll be built probably by the end of the month, maybe even in the middle of the month as we're pushing it. But we just wanted to show that. We wanted to show this. Wanted to let all those people know out there, you don't have a shop, you have a shed. You keep paying your rent. I'll keep taking all of my profits and increasing my size, building everything debt free. That means I'm paying cash for everything. I don't owe anybody anything. Well, you guys keep sucking.
What country, sir? In the States?
In America. I'm in the United States of America.
We're in Texas.
Technically, yeah, we are officially in Texas.
Is this hood doing more than peeling? Is it chipping too?
Yeah, it's chipping. It probably lives on a dirt road somewhere.
Is there any way to prevent chipping from happening?
No. Chipping always happens.
Oh, okay.
No way to stop it. It's just the laws of physics. X times speed times size of impact creates chips. It's just the way it is. Other things we would like to address while we have you at this time. Are there any questions from all 5 people that we've got?
No, Tony says hi.
Hey, Tony. How the hell are you? For those of you who don't like it, I have a post up on Facebook about a teacher who threatened, said the world would be better without me in it. He asked a question. Hey man, what paint line do you use? Where can I get it at? All the other standard bullshit. He's a vocational high school he works at a vocational high school, Madison Park VTech. And it's a high school, they run a bunch of stuff, but he was complaining and crying that their budget got cut, they can't do anything, they don't get this, they don't get that. I know that DuPont, now the corporations, not the individual jobbers, but DuPont, PPG, Sikkens, Speeds, RM, you name the paint line, they're always giving Votech schools all the shit they need for 1 year. They always do it because they want to promote their product. They want to get their product out there. Other body shops will start using them because that's the trade. When someone comes out of one of these Votechs and then they go to work, then they're used to working with a certain brand, and so it stays in the shop where they go to work at. Now he's crying about how the school is failing. Well, the school is failing, or his particular department was failing, because he's not good at what he does. And so nobody wants to come to him. Nobody wants to come in there to learn what shitball stuff he's teaching.
Right. As a teacher, he
so-
can't even show people how to get the best materials at the cheapest prices.
Right. And so
Shouldn't that be part of the courses?
those who can't do teach, and those that can't teach should be, well, sit down. But anyway, his question was, who you get it from? Where's it at? Can you help me? And I said no. Because literally, this guy's so far in Massachusetts that he could walk out his back door if he's got a man arm and throw a rock and hit Canada. Okay? So you're at the very farthest northern part of Massachusetts, and you work in Boston. And so because I simply said no, and I thought the issue was over, he goes, okay. And so he left it. Until he commented on my page 2 days later, after he was good and drunk during school hours, I assume, that people like me should not be in the world.
Because you refused to give him.
You seek my death
advice.
because I told you no. Then you have a day-long discussion, again, during school hours where you're supposed to be teaching, but I guess you're drunk, about how rude I was. And how I'm not posting the entire conversation. Well, I did. I posted the entire conversation until you left what you left. And then I said, I hope your school goes out of business. I hope you end up drunk in a ditch. I hope your wife leaves you for your best friend or whatever. I left 2 more comments after he left his. And so my question is, and my concern is that as high school students, should a female student walk in and Nicholas Perry is working there and he goes, I want you to have sex with me. If the girl student or boy, I don't know how he swings, says no, he didn't accept no very well from me at 2,500 miles away, and I'm a grown-ass man. What do you think he'll do to a child that tells him no? So, yeah, I told him more than once, I seek your ruination. I seek you being tossed and fired, you scumbag piece of shit. Because if it made you mad enough to wish me dead for simply saying no.
What do you do to the kids under your
authority?
What do
you do to kids at 15, 16, 17 years old and 18 years old? Kind of like a Catholic priest that was taking care of all of those kids.
Didn't he say something about what am I supposed to do if they have a phone and they don't give it to me?
He said, what? Am I just always supposed to accept no? I don't have a problem with people whenever I tell them no and they come back and go, I think you're a dickhead. I think you're an asshole. But the moment you wish my death because I tell you no, and then as a drunken little bitch, you come on my page all day long talking about how you don't understand why I seek your ruination. I didn't do anything wrong, John.
Let's see. Tony says, I just painted my K5 and I sucked. I'm good at wet sanding now.
That's the way it is, man. You learn by doing. So, that's just what it is. And I use all of that as an example, and I understand it's a rant. But this rant's going up because I've sent emails to the school board up there letting them know what they've got, the child predator. And I potentially am sending one, or I already did, to Fox News and their local news people up there for them to dig into Nicholas Perry because, well, I think he's an endangerment. If I definitely lived up there and I had a kid in his class and I read this, I'm going to go talk to him face to face, and it wouldn't be pleasant. Because like I said, if you're that mad at 2,500 miles away to a grown-ass man, what kind of shit are you doing to children up there? Like I said, the Catholics, churches up there were, doing all kinds of nasty to their kids who worked in their churches. I guess they told them no too.
Nathan says kids always warn other kids coming up next about the teacher that they didn't like.
It's not about a teacher that you didn't like. I had teachers that were assholes to me, but I had never had one of them that wished me dead or threatened me sexually when I was a kid.
Because you told them no.
I never did. I just didn't have those kind of teachers. I had teachers that went, man, you're difficult. Man, you're hard-headed. Man, you should listen. Never had one go, you're a stupid little well, I did. I had one. You're a stupid little shit. But I never had one go, I'm going to kill you. I wish you were dead. You don't need to be in this world. Never had that.
Aaron says, hey, welcome back, sir.
Hey, Aaron.
Yoda says, good morning, sir.
Good morning. This is a little, for me, this is going to be an ongoing thing until I can either make sure that he's no longer a teacher and been retired, or maybe he's got balls enough to come to Texas and say that to my face.
I seriously doubt it. He didn't even do it outright. He's one of those subtle people that thinks that he's smart, so they don't outright threat you, but they do put it in there.
And oh yeah, by the way, I got a few death threats from his comment about what a piece of shit I am because I told him no. Had one little fuckface that lives down here in Peaster go, you need your mouth wired shut. If you would like to play that game, I'm going to poke holes in you. I carry a hole poker. I don't play. And then comes out oh yeah, you can't throw hands, so you don't. You retards in America here think that there's something honorable about a fair fight. I'm going to kick you in the nuts. I'm going to scratch your fucking eyes. I'm going to do whatever I can do to clear a distance between you and I and shoot you. And then one of the 4 knives that I carry that I took away from fucking crackheads in DC, I'm going to toss in your fucking hand. You know what's honorable in a fucking fight? Walking away and going home. How about don't start one if you're afraid you're going to get killed? And buddy, the moment you draw back or twitch, the pistol comes out. And if that pistol comes out, I'm going to fucking end your life.
Yoda says, could you cut rocker panels out and do replacement rocker panel metal?
No, I don't do any cutting and welding. I'm not that kind of body man. I'm a mudslinger. You got a dent? Yeah, I can fill a dent. As long as it ain't like, fucking ginormous size.
Because welding and doing all of that is a skill set in and of itself.
Welding and stuff is a skill set. Stuff that I did not acquire throughout my years.
Did you ever want to?
Nope. Watch too many 30-plus year body men set cars on fire by accident. Metal starts burning whenever you add that kind of temperatures to it. Doesn't matter that the carpet is away from wherever it is you're doing. It's just metal keeps burning. So, not the whole car. It's just like, buy me a fire extinguisher, quick! And then you're stopping the other body man who's got the bottle of liquor in his hand getting ready to douse it.
Oh, God.
No, that fixed John from wanting to ever do welding.
You just play with the chemicals.
Right. I just paint, throw mud around.
Aaron Scott said smart, LOL. So what are we doing today? What do we got today?
So like I said, we got to strip the hood, the roof, and I think the trunk on this one because it's, or the hatch because it's peeling.
And it's got some chips on the front end.
Yeah, this side seems to be okay. I think that
this side's okay too. It's just peeling in different spots. Yeah. Like the sides themselves are actually good. Hey, this brings up a good point. I saw something on the rear end here. Remember how everyone says that when things peel, they always peel
from the edge?
Yeah, because they've been painted and taped up and all of that. But this is a factory paint job on here, and it's peeling from the edge of where this light is. But everyone says, no, we can't do that. It only does that whenever you tape them up. No, it does it whenever you remove them as well.
It's all about the prep work. Now, this is a 2010 car, so that's, what,
15 years? Yeah. And this one's straight from factory. At least I'm thinking it's from factory. This looks factory.
The hood looks factory.
Truthfully, the rest of it does too. But who knows how many accidents one of these things has ever been in.
Any other questions?
Replace parts. Let's see. Vivid says, love your work, JP.
Thank you.
Yoda says, it's always enjoyable to watch you. You do great work.
I appreciate it. We'll be doing more lives and stuff. Like I said, we had to build the outside stuff. If you missed the beginning of this one, we'll be showing it.
We had some customers that were really pushing to get their cars done. So we needed to take a pause on the lives and just work. And I know when we show our lives, we're doing a lot of work in them, but the lives hinder us because only one of us can do all of the work. So whenever two of us are back to working again,
right, it
goes a lot faster.
We just wanted to let people know we're still alive.
We're doing more lives.
And fuck you for those that wanted me dead. So I guess we're gonna end this live and go live on TikTok.
No, I was gonna keep this live and go live on TikTok at the same time.
You know if we can?
Yeah.
All right, let me grab this other phone and we'll go live.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to lose the YouTube live. This is where we stay live the most. Ooh, what's your password?
Did you just see that?
Aaron says, I've never been on TikTok.
Damn it, now you fucked up my...
I hadn't been either until the business. And honestly, I don't stay on TikTok very often. I don't stay on any social media very often. Unless I'm working it for the business.
See this?
Uh-huh.
This is pathetic. Okay? Now, I don't know about you guys. I don't know about you people out there in the world. But my life is worth more than yours. And you should feel the same way. Your life is worth more than mine.
Yeah.
This notion of, if you can't throw hands... Dude, I was a hand-to-hand instructor for police officers, showing them how to make arrests and everything else. I've done my time. I've taken my shots. Now, I'm not honor bound by any law. I'm not bound by any kind of law. That's what, pokey things are for. Because, that's just the way it is. I'm not sure which one I'm on.
Oh, you're on the one that can't go live.
I'm on the big one.
That's a 68.9. Is it at 69 now?
No, still at 68.9, even though I've got over 100 people that have...
Should be at 69,000 now.
Right, should be at 69 something. Guess we'll go on the medium one. That one's only got 51,000. Let's see.
But we will be sanding this.
Now I've got to flip this thing around. Let's see if I can figure out.
What did we charge for this one? 6 or 7?
This one was 6.
Are you sure? I feel like this one might have been 7.
Well, I feel like you're wrong, and that's just
because there's a lot of peeling on this one. Tony said, "Don't do TikTok." It's too late. We're already on there. Been on there for ages.
Yeah, I mean,
So you can't say any words. You gotta remember that.
I can't say any bad words and stuff like that. I got to be a whole different individual.
Indeed.
But watch. I give it 5 minutes before somebody comes on and says something nasty to me. And they can do that. But the moment I respond, I get flagged and taken down. They can say whatever they want.
When was the last time we were actually live on TikTok?
Probably 4 months ago.
It's been forever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody goes, he is crap material. He is crap material. Now, I don't know what your idea of crap material is, but that's 3M. That's just red. There's no sense in paying $130 for a roll of gold 3M 80 grit, because this is still 80 grit. 80 grit is 80 grit. It still ends up on the floor. So why not use the box that's $25? For all of you that don't know, I've never made any secret about the clear that we use. It's just that some people are too lazy to go fucking look. I got it all over the thing. We don't hide that. We've never hidden that. I don't push them because they wanted me to be a jobber earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And then they yanked that out from underneath of me just as we were getting ready to buy from them.
Right. We used to push them like crazy. Now we don't at all. Hoof Pickle says, hello, how are y'all, strangers?
Hoof Pickles, how's your garage? Was it a garage you were building or a house?
Both, I believe.
Okay, because we just started on ours.
We did. Steve says, do you know how to use filler primer?
Oh, you mean this stuff? That stuff? Can you see it? Or
Yeah, high solids acrylic lacquer primer surface.
You mean a lacquer primer sealer? Yes.
It's a filler.
I use that all the time, dude.
I honestly think lacquer primer is the only one that's actually a filler.
Technically, I mean there were some spray primer, spray body fill Bondo, basically.
Let's see. Tony says, now I can see how to repaint my K5. And then Matt said, when you mix flake in the clear, do you put straight clear on after?
Yes. You mix it in a mid-coat clear if you've got it. I don't. I'll use the same clear I'm clearing the car with because it helps them to, just kind of stay there. I'll mid-coat it in like that, wait the 10, 15 minutes, depending upon how hot it is, and then I'll hammer 2 more coats of clear over top of that, and then we'll come back, dry sand it with 600, just because I hate wet sanding, and then we'll come back and re-clear it with 2 more coats of regular clear, and that will bury the flake, hold the flake, and get rid of all the orange peel. See, people think that whenever you spray flake, you can cover it all in once, like you don't need to do anything else. Some guys do. I mean, they cover it and then they wet sand it and then they buff it. I don't do that. I give mine depth. I give my customers what they ask for, which is depth. So we'll bury it in like 4 coats of, well, technically 5 coats of clear, and then,
yeah, it gives it more depth. It really does.
Depth. And if they want to wet sand and buff it, they can. But if you just do 2, well, then you've got, itty bitty.
When you come back through and wet sand and buff it,
right.
You may gray it out or have like a flat spot where your flake was. Hoof Pickle says, clearing land, having concrete come next week or the week after due to the rain.
Yeah, you guys have gotten as much, if not more rain than we have. Like I said, we just buried poles in the ground this time.
Because it's been raining like literally once a week.
Right. And so now we've got the beginnings of our pole barn, I think is what they call them.
I don't think it's a pole barn because we're actually putting walls up.
Right.
Let's see. Steve says, is it any good?
What?
The clear?
Primer? Oh, the clear? Yeah, it is. It's a lot. Everybody loves the standard PPG 2021-2042 clear because it's the industry standard for insurance bullshit or whatever. That clear has a higher solid content than most 2-to-1 clears. Now, I understand that you kids think that 2-to-1 means high solids. It doesn't. But that clear has more high solids clear in it, more high solids to it when it dries, which is what's important, that it keeps out the UV rays in it than the 2021 and the 2042.
Let's see. Hoof says 20 acres is a little bit clear, then have about 2 miles of fence to build. Total of 2 houses and 2 shops.
Holy shit. That's a lot of poles to put in the ground.
That's so much fencing, though.
But I love it because now you've got your own shooting range, your own motocross
Oh my God,
track.
anything you want. Demolition derby even. Would we be able to do a semi-truck?
No, we don't have the place. But there is a guy that we do follow
in Houston.
Who does semis. He's down there in Houston.
Will our garage be big enough to do a semi, or is it still too small, you think?
No, I won't do them.
Okay. Let's see. What else we got? Matt says, I appreciate it. Will the stream be posted so I can show my painter?
Yeah. Wait, who is that?
That's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Hoof Pickle says, proud of you guys. Keep doing what you do. You too, Hoof Pickles.
Thank you, Hoof Pickles.
I hope that you guys do nothing more than succeed like extremely, extremely well because you are so talented.
They do restorations, frame off restorations, and she is an artist, and so is her husband. They both
Let me
cut,
pin it.
weld, do all that good stuff. And she is a artist.
Master artist.
She can like paint shit all over your vehicle. Like the woman is
Like all of
amazing.
it.
And her husband did some amazing work too.
She says she's gonna do horses and a couple cows after everything is done.
Oh, nice.
Are you gonna get your horsies back? That's good. Darn, these mosquitoes are attacking my face. Matt sent $2. He says, thanks for the knowledge. I know it's worth more.
I appreciate the money, Matt. You didn't have to do that. Thank you.
Now he giving away the knowledge for free.
I mean, if I
It's
can
worth
help,
it just to let people know.
I can. I mean, Matt runs a shop apparently, right?
Could be, yeah.
So Matt, I have this discussion with people all the time. Whoops. So, like I said earlier, this isn't 3M gold. This is like $34 box of 50
Off of Amazon even.
off of Amazon of red 80 grit. Why buy gold? Because your painter and your body men and those guys don't have to pay for what you're paying for. So they take it after they use it a little bit, and then if they decide that it's done, they just rip it off and throw it on the floor. That's $130 a roll for the gold. I know that much. Try the red. It's still 80 grit.
Yeah, you don't have to
And
buy.
they've got the same thing. They've got 400, 600. I think they might go 1,000 grit in red and stuff.
Yeah, I think
But
they
they've got all the same thing, man. Don't waste money on shit that your guys who are working don't give a shit about.
Or even you yourself. It's really not that. It's really not that bad.
You can save the money. $130, $34. That's $100 difference. That's $100 difference, man.
It
Even
really
if you
is.
bought 2 boxes and you've got 100, that's still $64 versus 134. So it's still like what, 80 bucks in your pocket, profit that belongs to you.
Yeah. Let's see. Matt says he's in the Detroit suburbs and he's got a shop outside. He's trying to get a tent to put up to it as
Okay,
well. Let me set this down.
I know what you're talking about.
Where is your shop located?
It's in Runaway, Texas.
Hey, look at that. Now I can attack the mosquitoes that are attacking my face. When can you paint my GMC Yukon Denali?
Right now, we've got a 5-month waiting period. And I know everybody's going, you can't, you take 5 months to work on one car? No, I've got 30 cars out here. And I've had 30 cars out here for 6
Continuously.
months.
Here's the thing. They come and go. We get probably 2 or 3 done a week. Maybe even more some weeks, but they come and go.
Then we get 5 more in. For every 2 or 3 I get out, I get 3 or 4 more in.
And that's really slow for us. So once we actually get the big shop built, we should be able to get even more done. So we should be able to drop our wait times, hopefully back down to a month is what I'm thinking. Maybe
Right.
2 weeks. Let's see. Rick says, I'm in Houston. Will he do a 1928 Model A?
No, I don't want any part of you guys. Those kind of old cars.
We did one. And
You guys
that
are
was
too
not.
anal, too much of a nut bags. I'm not interested in that.
Right. That dude, okay, so we painted his white. His was what? It was probably a 28.
His was a 23 convertible, 25 convertible, I think.
Right. And every time we painted it, it was golden. He would come along and find something like a little piece of dirt. He himself would sand too much on of it and then ask us to fix it for him. And so we did
And
that
it's
twice.
White.
And it was
so
white.
You can't just paint a panel because it won't match.
That was just too much. Let's see. What's the hardest color to paint? Is it black?
No, it's white. Like I said, for different people have different problems. A lot of people have problems with red, some with black, some with silvers. Mine is white because I go snowblind. It's the one that gives you the most trouble. I had a guy who had been painting like 45 years, I think he had said. And he and I were going back and forth, and he said, yeah, I even hate white the most. He said, that's how I know you're a legitimate painter. Because even I kept going over this one white and put almost a fucking pint on a fender. And he said, then I finally fucking realized I was standing in a shadow, casting a shadow, and I wasn't seeing through. It was just my fucking shadow. That's the problem. You can't tell when you have enough on. White is very, very translucent, but very, very tricky.
Yeah, because as it dries darker than when you put it on, so it will create its own shadows.
Right.
Then you're left trying to fill them, cover them. But to be fair, is it hard?
No, it's not hard. It's frustrating.
Frustrating, yeah. Okay, how much for a 39 Chevy truck, everyday driver? Nothing fancy to it.
Probably $1,500 to $2,500. Just depends. I got a 53 out here that we're doing for what? 2,300.
Yeah, but we're doing his bed too.
Yeah.
And his door jams. So I think 2,100 maybe.
That's a Sergeant Major.
Let's see. What do we got? Tony asks, is the Tamco clear any good?
Nope, don't use Tamco. All they're doing is and they admit it, all they're doing is relabeling PPG shit.
I think the good clear that you should get off of Amazon is what? The Finish One?
I'd get Finish One.
That's a Sherwin-Williams product.
Finish One 720. It's a good clear. It'll orange peel on you in cold on a cool day. But on a hot day, you better be careful because it loves the heat. The hotter it is, the more it flows out, and you can run the shit out of it in a heartbeat on a 90-degree day, which works differently than most other ones, which is why I like Autobond.
Matt says, I'm hoping to get Rainbow Flake on my Escalade like you did on that black Mustang.
Okay.
We did it on a Mustang, and we also did it on a Crown Vic or something like that. Marauder, something like that. I forgot what it was.
Mustang. We're getting ready to do it to another car we've got out here too. What is that, a Buick?
Yeah, but we're actually going Chameleon on that one and then throwing it on there.
Right.
One of the biggest things that we learned was whenever you spray the Rainbow Flake on after you've buried it with clear the first time, it's going to orange peel and it's not going to look very appetizing to you. So just trust the process, sand it all down with 600 grit, and then re-clear the whole thing.
But don't burn through it.
Yeah, don't burn through it. Let's see. Scott says, hello, I'm in something Beach, Florida. JP, have you had a lot of comebacks?
I've had a few. I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, we have people who buffed and burned and come back. We've had people that have had bumpers that have peeled. I've been painting in our own shop for 15 years. Probably 10, maybe 12 people have come back because I did something wrong.
Truthfully, the only reason people come back is because we put a run in it and we tell them, bring it back to me and I'll fix it.
Or that too. This becomes a dangerous part of the year right now. As you can tell, I ain't standing here in shorts and shit. Like I had a jacket on because it's like 60 degrees out here this morning.
Yeah.
Now I know the rest of America's going 60. God damn, I've been sweating. No, we've been living with 100+ degree heat and humidity.
Right, you get used to that extreme heat
for the last 5 months. So yeah, we have comebacks.
Let's see. Hoof Pickle says she hopes so. If not, that she's just going to get a couple other horses in mind. Hubby says I'm allowed 2 horses, not 7.
Well,
do the little tiny ones count as one whole one?
So if my math,
girl math,
if my man math is correct, 1 male plus 1 female can equal a second.
1
female.
+ 1 = 3.
So if you have 1 + 1, well then that'll equal 3, and then if you do 1 + 1 again, that'll equal 4. If you do 1 + 1 again, see where I'm going with this?
Let's see. Rusted Ark says, good morning, sir. Hope all is well.
Hey, Rusted Ark, how the hell are you, man? Haven't heard from you in a while.
We haven't been on here in a while, though.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Is JP your dad?
Yes.
Brendan says, you, sir, are the GOAT. God of all things.
Nah, I'm just the asshole.
Let's see. Aaron says it's about to rain for the next 6+ months. LOL. It's been raining constantly.
It's been raining for the last 6 months here in Texas. I don't know where you're at.
Shane says you're a smart man. We need men like you in Australia.
I appreciate that, but no, everything that wants somebody, gone lives there. Like y'all got ants that will like eat a person in like 10 minutes.
Right.
No, thank you.
Let's see. Juan says, I really enjoyed watching your content. Straight up, no bull crap. Keep up the outstanding work.
I appreciate it. We do. We will.
Shane says, is the blow up spray booth any good? Thinking of getting one.
It keeps the fire marshal and other people in the EPA away.
And honestly, it is also good for the fact that if you need a secondary building to be able to paint, like if you got a booth and then you need another place to be able to do them quicker, it's perfect for that.
A lot of guys mock me, okay? And I mean that. They go, ha, he got a blow up dollhouse. He got a blow up bouncy house. Yes, I do. And so do all of the major collision shops. Because it's like she said, it's a secondary and sometimes even a tertiary paint booth. Like all the major collision companies.
Right. All the big, like the Honda dealers, the Ford dealers, they all use those. People act like this is something rare. Nobody else uses these except backyard hacks. No, no, your big manufacturers use them, like Dad said. Four Brothers. He says, hey guys, haven't seen y'all in a while. Hope you're doing good.
Hey man, yeah. Just been trying to get out cars and drop the wait times.
Which we have not done. But we have gotten cars done, but not dropped the wait time.
Right. Kind of hard to drop them whenever you get 3 done and 5 come in.
Yeah. Tyler says, where are you located?
Runaway Bay, Texas.
User 38 says, love your channel.
Thank you.
Brandon says, how much for a 96 GMC single cab? It's wide.
$800 unless it's red, then it's $1,000.
How much for a TJ Jeep?
I don't do those. I stay away from Jeeps. Jeeps, Corvettes, Broncos, and Blazers I stay away from because you owners are just straight assholes.
That was the next question. Chevy K2500.
I don't want them. I don't want to do them because you guys are such a-holes. I'm not interested.
Surge is sending 30 goat stickers.
Thank you. I don't know what that means.
What size air compressor do you recommend?
This is 60.
I think it has to do with the horsepower. We've had this for 2-3 years now, actually, and it's a 3.5 or 3.7 from Tractor Supply, like $800.
Bigger the motor, the less it wears out because it's got to cut on more.
Shaw says, how about a 98 Corvette?
Nope.
Ben says, good morning.
Guten Tag.
Joey says, ask Pops how much to paint my toenails.
Bring them down. We'll do them for free.
Zach says, you guys do great work. Enjoy watching you and your straightforward attitude. Ozark Man says, 67 Dodge Dart. I strip everything and you paint everything but under the car. What's the cost?
$25,000. I mean, if you can strip it, you should be able to prime it. If you can prime it, then you should definitely be able to paint it. If you can't and don't know how, then you shouldn't be doing it.
82 Cadillac, candy blue.
I don't know what your definition of candy is, but 82 Cadillac, probably 15 to 2,500.
Hoof Pickle says, I won't do ponies. Them suckers are not very friendly.
Pretty mean, ain't they? I've seen some of those horses that will walk up and girls standing there and she's holding them trying to take a video and all of a sudden that thing will reach down and bite the girl's boob. Now, I know as a guy I'd be puking my guts up, but you know, for me, it's like, bite me again! Cow! Fresh dog food!
She's talking about the little tiny ones, though.
Shetland pony. Get you a good old-fashioned jackass. They're friendly, I hear. I see people all the time coming up and
I have too.
Friends like, running to them.
Essen Edgar says, morning.
Hey, Essen Edgar.
Did my first respray in my backyard. Got some dust and bug spots in it. Any tips on removing them?
Yeah, just wet sand it, man.
Wet sand and buff it?
You have to wet sand and buff it. If it bothers you. If it doesn't bother you, fuck it.
That moth can be with you forever. Honestly, if he's in the base and you cleared over him the first time, you might have to sand out and redo that.
You're screwed.
Let's see. Bill Johnson says, good morning, guys. Been a minute.
Hey, Bill.
It has. It's been a little bit.
It's been a while. We stay off of TikTok mostly. But we haven't done any lives anywhere.
Nowheres, yeah. Ty says, I'm in Maryland. My car had bad paint. No clear. Just rust on the hood. What price should I be looking for paint? In Maryland?
Go to Mako. I don't know. Go down to, it depends on what part of Maryland you're in. If you're close to the Virginia line, go across. Like if you're down there in Dahlgren off of 301, go across. Uh, I don't know.
Check out
I haven't lived
Virginia
in
for
Virginia.
prices.
I haven't lived in Virginia in what,
7, 8 years
10
now.
years?
Yeah. Definitely look for prices in Virginia because Maryland's extremely crazy on their paint prices. And it's not all the body shop's fault. A lot of it is the regulations that Maryland puts on it. They're as crazy and extreme as California is.
That's their big brother.
How much for an '08 Silverado crew cab?
$800 unless it's red. That's $1,000. Or peeling all the way around. Then in price is probably $1,800 to $2,500.
Troy says JP Auto Paintworks on Facebook for all questions.
Yes, thank you. You can direct message us.
Can you spray over?
Lately, it's been dick mail.
Can you spray over spray paint?
No, you'll have to sand it off and then prime it. You'll have to sand it and then prime it. You don't want to. You don't want to just spray over it.
Benny says I have a 2015 Honda Accord. I was quoted $7,200 for a paint job here in Florida. That's insane.
I'd do it for $500.
Yeah, Brennan says that's more than the vehicle's worth. LOL. I know, and that sucks.
Oh, what was it? 2015?
Yeah, 2015 Honda Accord.
Yeah, we do those for $400. Less peeling all the way around it, and then you probably $1,000 maybe.
I know there are some cheaper guys though, because I think there was a guy that was
Econo Auto Body.
Yeah, Econo for sure.
Econo for sure.
I think there was a guy out of Tampa though that was charging $300. But I know Tampa is a long way if you're at the tip of Florida.
I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know if he's on or not.
I don't either. Let's see. Gary says, well, good morning to you. How are you doing today?
We're doing good, Gary. Just getting out and doing some lives, saying hi. We love the haters up yours.
Drew said, can you paint over spray paint? Did you answer that one already?
Yeah, I said, no, you shouldn't. You need to sand it off and then prime it.
Okay. Always.
And I said prime it because you're going to have to use 80 grit, maybe even 40 if you're smart and fast.
Dang. Always says, so if I wanted to update my car because the paint is fading, but I don't want to change the color, what grit is best?
600, as long as it's not doing this or that up there where it's peeling, you can sand it with 800 or 600 and then just base it and re-clear it. As long as the paint's good and you know, it's just dull.
You don't have to do anything crazy for changing colors either. There's no specific sandpaper.
Same thing. You can do it if you want to change color. But if it's just faded, try wet or don't wet sand it, but just try buffing it. Get buffing compound and take it in your garage and buff a hood. See if you can bring up the shine.
Let's see. Jay says, wait till you guys see the work blow in. Leave JP alone.
We've already got work. I've got 5 months worth of work. I got cars that are outside.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because last week I had 26.
How much for a 2006 Chevy Silverado?
$800.
Everlasting Headstone says, we love you, JP. Hope all is well, brother man.
Thank you. We are. We're doing good.
Joseph says, hello from Ohio.
Hello, Ohio. Although I'm starting to feel about Ohio like I do Canadians. I get so much hate out of Ohio and Pennsylvania.
Mostly it's just Illinois, honestly.
No, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, all of that.
There isn't a state you don't get hate from.
Not as much. I mean, like, look on Facebook, man. All these guys are out of Pennsylvania and Ohio.
Ryan says, from Australia, do you use 2-pack or acrylic? Matching white is the worst. I agree.
I don't know what 2-pack is. I don't know what your vocabulary is down there, but here in the States, yeah, I use base coat, clear coat, 2-stage.
And then
it's got base coat, which is just color, and then clear, which has clear and hardener that go in it.
How much for a 2014 Lexus IS 350?
$500 as long as it's not red or peeling all over.
2018 Dodge Charger.
$500, same as long as it's not red. If it's red, it's $700.
How much for a Ford Mustang?
It depends on the year, but usually $500.
Let's see. T. Kelly says, I'd love to have you paint my car, yet I can't part with my favorite car for that much wait time.
I understand that. You're not the only one. There are people out there that can't do that, and I don't have a problem with them until they become dicks. And they want to mock and be smartasses. beyond that, I get it. Nobody can be without their car for 5 months. Some people can, some people can't. When we get this other building built, well, maybe it'll be back down to maybe a month.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. Faith Sykes says, good morning, bringing my Tahoe down in the next few weeks.
No, you're not. Your husband keeps aggravating me. I'm starting to get mad. There's no reason to deal with you guys.
Oh, now he's just being mean.
Send me a picture of boiled peanuts and just like, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing that for? Just because I wanted you to see what I was doing. Fuck you, Glenn.
Let's see. Nathan says, Maryland sucks.
It does.
Pablo says, JP, love your videos. Would you advise for a novice painter to start a body shop, or is it too much headache to run a car painting business? I'm in Central Florida.
I don't know what you do for a living, man. If you've been a car painter most of your life, like I was before I started mine, it's not an issue. You learn. As shop owners, you learn, okay? There are people out there that will go, all money is good, all money is good. Yeah, I'm up and early in the morning and I'm going to bed late at night and I make millions. No, you don't, motherfucker, because if you did, you wouldn't be working the shop. You wouldn't be getting up early in the morning. You wouldn't be going to bed late at night. Not all money is good. I don't do Corvettes. I don't do Blazers. I don't do Jeep CJ series because that money ain't good money. Because the moment you paint it and they walk around it like this, there's a piece of dirt. Redo the whole thing. No, we ain't gonna do that. That's not good money. That eats your time and your product and your money.
It also eats stress. Stress is very important in this line of work.
Right. You will get stressed out. Customers will stress you out.
Scott says, so glad to see y'all back home.
Nope.
We never really went anywhere. We're just back again on YouTube.
Back again. Back again. I'm a white guy dancing.
How much for a 1970 Cadillac DeVille? And thank you.
Probably 15 to 1800 roughly. Just depends.
Dane says respray for $300 was in the 1970s, and that was a jam job.
Okay, that's what you say. I think you're an idiot, but again, that's what I say.
Bowtie says, can I put lacquer primer over 2K primer?
Yeah.
Let's see why not. It goes over anything.
You need to make sure the 2K primer is cured.
I'm not sure what the point of it is, though. Well, actually, I am sure, because 2K, when it sucks back in, it shows all them scratches. Let's see. Zeus says, hey, I'm from Illinois. No hate on my end.
My dad was from Illinois. My grandparents had a farm in Mulberry Grove, Illinois.
A lot of generations from Illinois.
Right. It's just that.
But it's the painters that are coming from there are especially mean. That's what he means.
Actually, the mechanics.
Oh, is it mechanics?
I'm a car builder. No, you're not, bitch. You're a mechanic. You swap out engines in a car. It's almost like detailer. Every fucking moron car washer that can be replaced by a 9-year-old kid and a pack of cigarettes can wash a car. And they call themselves detailers. No, detailers, true detailers, have a skill. They know how to wet sand. They know how to buff. They know how to take care of a car without tearing it up. But you fucking car washers don't know shit.
I'm about to go to work in an auto shop, but they do bad work. What should I do?
Don't go there.
Do you ever have that problem?
Yeah, I went to work for a shop and I didn't know they had a bad rep. I made them better.
Where are you buying your paint supplies?
None of your goddamn business. How about that?
Amazon. Just go on Amazon. You can find everything on Amazon.
Go fuck yourself sideways. I don't care. Okay.
Mark says, how are your low-born prices when paint and materials are through the roof?
Because I can't.
Oh, how are you low-balling prices?
I can't get you people to understand. I don't live in Chicago. I don't live in Washington State. I don't live in California. I don't live in Massachusetts. I don't live anywhere that the EPA governs the entire goddamn state for its pricing. Okay? I live here in the South. Now, I'm out in the boonies. It takes me an hour to get to a major metropolis, okay? But once I'm in that major metropolis, I have a DuPont jobber here, a DuPont jobber here, a DuPont jobber here, 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 here. Do you understand that? You with me so far?
I think so.
Now I know this is going to go above your heads, okay? But this guy fights prices from this guy, who fights prices from this guy, who fights prices from this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. They all price fight with one another. So when I walk into a shop and I'm spending X amount of dollars a month, this guy goes, bullshit, you're not. And then I go, okay, but this guy over here is giving me your paint that you want to sell me at $200. He's selling it to me at $100. Okay, I'll sell it to you for $100. Do you idiots grasp anything, any concept, anything coming to you yet?
No, because he says it doesn't matter where you live. The prices are the price for painting materials.
Then I suggest, I gotta really watch my mouth here because I'm on TikTok. I suggest you buy from me because I'm cheaper than everybody that is selling to you right now.
Yeah, he says he's in Florida.
And nobody, oh, you're in Florida. Then you shouldn't be in business. I mean that wholeheartedly. You should not be in business. I mean, what is wrong with you? What?
I think a lot of these people just don't know what the good pricing of material is.
They don't know how to run a business. Just go out of business. Just go out of business. Sell your shit to somebody else and walk away from it because you don't know what you're doing. I'm not kidding. I'm being dead ass serious. I've seen guys who have millions of dollars open up a body shop for 3 years just to close it, broke, having to sell their house, their wife getting divorced, selling the brand new Escalade. Everything that they had is gone because they emptied all their money into it because they weren't business people. They're not business minded.
Some people are not, and that's the truth. Bowtie says, I got a quote on Shopline base clear in a black for a gallon. It was $500, was the cheapest thing they had.
I'll sell you a black for $200 plus shipping, probably $50 more, and it's not that Shopline shit. It's pure black.
Honestly, that's kind of crazy, even for Shopline.
Crazy ain't the word. I'll sell it to you. I sell paint, Minimalist Paint Line. If you people are truly bitching about your guys buying material and stuff, I'll put together some serious pricing for 3M tape, 3M sandpaper, red, not gold. I've already had this discussion. Why would you buy gold at $130 and you could buy this for $34 a box? Why?
Someone says, well, Mark says, because of where you can't get better pricing just because of where you're living, and you're one guy that doesn't work like that unless you're doing a lot of vehicles per month.
Oh, really? No shit. Oh my God. You mean like a paint store would give me better pricing because I spend more than some dumbass who buys once a month versus somebody who's buying a lot once a week? Could you have nailed head? Could you have hit it right on the head? God, you're an idiot.
Good
you
time.
Deserve it, man. Go broke. I hope you live in the street begging for food.
Good time says JP and daughter. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, good time.
Florida, what is wrong with you?
Savage says, I buy paint off of eBay. They've got some good prices
even
sometimes.
That's too high.
Let's see. 35 red. Oh, the 3M red's just as good as the gold.
Yeah,
that's what I've always said.
It's cheaper. It's $100 profit in your pocket not to buy that.
Single cab 97 Chevy, already sanded and primed.
Then go ahead and paint it. You don't need me. I ain't taking it.
How much for a Chevy 2500 Burgundy?
$1,000, as long as it's not peeling all over.
2013 Ram work truck.
Same thing, $800.
How much for a Dodge Charger Nardo Gray?
If you're changing the color to Nardo Gray, $600.
02 Pontiac Trans Am.
Outside, $500.
52 Chevy Style Line Deluxe.
Probably 1,500 to 2,500, just depends.
How much to
what it
paint a
looks like.
Ford Mustang black?
Depends on what year it is, but if it's normal black, $500 already.
2014 Lexus IS 350 original paint. It's red.
700.
Do you want to paint a few golf carts?
I can. I'm not doing them in single stage, but you're also not getting them at $50 a pop.
Do you know how to de-yellow a gel coat on bass boats?
No, because that's a different paint stuff. They're using something they should be using. They're not using automotive clear.
They're using
some kind
gel.
of gel.
Yeah.
No.
What's the best way to paint plastic trim?
Usually with some kind of adhesion promoter and a red scuff pad.
Hoof Pickle says, I'm little as it is. I need the big horsies.
Yeah, but you need a ladder to step up on one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bill Johnson says, I love my blow-up booth.
Yeah, they're nice.
Hoof Pickle says his name was, oh God, I'm going to butcher that.
Of course you are.
Piccolo? Picallo.
Piccolo.
Piccolo. Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Do you know any of the Kasners in Bridgeport, Texas?
No. I've moved here for 4 years. I'm an introvert. I stay to myself. I don't want to make friends.
What's the lead time?
5 months.
Benny says, good morning.
Good morning, Benny.
Hoof Pickle says, I'll send you a video. Yes, send me a video. I love horsey videos. Jordan says, love your shop. Way to make anything work.
Thank you. And it was. This was a Hail Mary.
It was, and it did work.
And thank God it did. And it has.
Savage asks, should you drain your air compressor after you're done using it?
Not after. I mean, some people do. Some people drain them every day.
Do you have to have your own paint to come to you?
No, I don't use other people's paint. Took me a minute to figure that one out.
Basically, they're asking, do you need to provide the paint?
Right. No, I've got the paint.
But and the cost that you're giving out people is the cost of labor, the cost of materials, the cost of paint. There's nothing else hidden.
There's nothing added. $500 gets you the car sanded, taped, painted, primed in spots that it needs to, like this.
But what's the catch? There's got to be a catch. You can't do anything for just $500.
I mean, right now the bad catch is it's 5 months. Hopefully, once that fucker's built here in the next week or two, it'll drop.
But there's no hidden things like,
No, there's no hidden fees. There's no bullshit to what we do. We don't wet sand. I don't buff.
So it's not perfection.
Right. It's not perfection. It's daily drivers.
Okay. So once we write out an estimate to people, that doesn't change unless they tell us there's something else they want done.
No, it's illegal to change it once they've got a written signed estimate.
Well, see, that's the thing, though. They call it an estimate. And I've seen a lot of those other body shops, usually for collision shops, they have, what's that thing they call?
Supplements, right.
Supplements, right. But we don't have any of that because we don't do any collision or anything.
No, we don't do collision work. We're just straight out, take your ugly car like this and make it look pretty.
How do I get in line?
Drop it off.
How do I reach out to you?
DM us, which means dick mail this lately, on Facebook.
Does not mean that. Don't do that.
That's where I get all the death threats from.
On Facebook, JP
Yeah.
Auto Paint Works.
Yeah.
What do we got now? 55,000 followers on there, maybe?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's not the private profiles.
No.
Mason says, I got a quote from CNL for my Highlander in New Jersey for $12,000 for every panel. Wow. That's crazy.
You're in New Jersey. What do you want?
Yeah.
You live in New Jersey. You deserve it.
Go to the outer parts of either New York or Pennsylvania.
No.
I think is super cheap for paint.
They're not.
I think Pennsylvania
They're
is.
not.
How much for a 99 Silverado short bed single cab? It's black.
$800 as long as it's not peeling on every panel.
What's the best tips for beginner painters?
Don't.
Can you sand base coat before clear coat?
Yeah.
You should, in fact, sand it.
You
Oh
can.
no, wait. They mean this when you're
In between coats.
when you're
after you're
painting.
basing. Yeah,
Okay.
you can denib it. I mean, there's no reason to take 320 and scuff the whole thing unless you're over the time limit, like 12 hours or 24 hours, whatever it is.
Okay. Hoof Pickle says we did a tractor modification and named it Inferno. I need to see that. Send me pictures. That
Yeah,
sounds cool.
It's gonna look wild.
What's the best metal flake to use? So that's a very good question because we've had a couple of them we've tried out.
There are a lot of people out there, okay, that are selling metal flake. This is the guy that we trust because, like, I found him 15 years ago, and now he's worldwide. He was in Florida only, and I mean this. He was in Florida, but now he's got shops in Australia and another one somewhere over in Europe.
He's
I
in
think.
like the Netherlands, I think.
Yeah, like the Netherlands. His stuff is the best.
Glenn Sykes says, "Hey, D-head, I'm gonna put some crap on your boiled peanuts."
Which is why I won't eat them now. That's fine. I don't need your truck. I bet your wife chewed you out. That's why you're coming on here now. Chew me out again. I'll call her up, tell her I ain't taking it.
She said, "You better be nice."
I'm going to tell your wife that you're not being nice. You want to fight with me? That's fine. I don't fight fair. Like I said, I kick you in the nuts.
Mark says, "I'd like to see your paint jobs in 2 years. I bet they're all faded out."
Got them all over the internet already, you person. You little tiny wiener head, okay? I've got one that I've shown so much that people are sick and tired of seeing it. It's the Corvette that we painted in a chameleon color 4 years ago that the owner sent me 2 months back. Current pictures of it. I've got another one that we painted like 2 years ago.
3 years ago.
3 years ago that the lady sent us pictures on. I've got them all over the internet. It's not my fault. You're too stupid to know how to work the internet.
In fact, 3 years ago, we had a guy that dropped off two of them actually now, that we painted 3 years ago.
That's right. I forgot about
We've got the chameleon truck that sits outside. He's going black with flake, but we also had a red and black Camaro that
we did the sideways stripes on.
Yeah,
the hood.
we painted 3 years ago. We actually painted that one a desert tan. I don't think I posted up any pictures of that one. But we posted that one a desert tan, but that was 3 years ago. We post up everything. That's why people come to us.
I post everything, dude. I have people all the time that go, bullshit, you're lying. This car wasn't done. You're not going to believe it anyway. You don't like me as much as I already hate you. It's just stupid.
Faith Sykes, she sent $10. She says, "Don't listen to him. I'm paying, LOL."
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You get your car done however you like.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Let's see. Oh, greetings from the Highlands of Scotland.
Hey, Scotland. That's unique.
It is actually. No, that's not true. We've had a couple
Scottish
people from Scotland. Yeah, a couple
Scottish people from Scotland is the word you're looking for.
Yes, that is the word I'm looking for.
Come on, Lassie. What is wrong with you?
What grit sandpaper should you sand base coat? What's your grit choice? 4 or 600? Actually, it is 400.
It's 400 if I'm just taking and it's still good and not peeling up. I'll 400 a car. But if you're talking about basing in between clearing and basing, don't sand it all. If you're going to, well, then run a scuff pad over it if you have to. If it's over that time limit, run a red or gray scuff pad.
Whenever you denib a base before you're getting ready to clear it and your base is fresh,
400.
Right? You would use 400?
Yeah.
Would you then spray back over top of that
Yes.
400?
Yeah, you have to.
Okay. So you couldn't just like take 1000 grit on top of your base coat and then just clear over it? Would it still show up?
Yes, you'd see where you
Scratched it.
Yeah.
Scranded it. That's a new word, scranding. That's what we do. We scrand here.
Damn it. Okay, out.
Zeus says, "I painted custom Hot Wheels with tropical glitz."
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people do that. I think his stuff is getting really big for that because he's so inexpensive and his product is so top quality too.
I'm surprised that Mattel hasn't hired him to do a bunch of cars for them.
I know, right?
Hot Wheels.
Sabino, he says, "Your prices are incredibly competitive. Why couldn't I read that right? I can only imagine how many people are eager to work with you."
None. I don't want to work with them. I had a guy.
If you mean customers, lots of customers want to come in.
Right.
But if you mean other shops, none.
I'm not friendly. I'm not nice. Not typically. Like there's a guy who reached out who had a car who was in East Coast Magazine and it was called Butters XD, right? So this guy reached out to me on Facebook asking me to paint his Nardo Gray XD, Scion XD. He just wanted me to paint it a normal color. I said, no, I'm not interested. That is it. I'm not interested in working with other people. I've turned down a lot of other named people who go, hey man, let's collab, let's do. No, leave me alone, go away.
Yeah, actually, there's a guy on here on YouTube. He's got a couple 100,000 followers. He reached out to us to do, I think it's the Barn Find guy. I don't remember his name. He reached out to do that. Dad said no, because we don't want to be famous. What we want to do is advertise our business. Want to be famous for that. Don't want to be famous for
I'm not interested in
TV shows or any of that.
I'm not interested in that bullshit. I paint cars for a living, and I'm not nice. I'm not nice. I'm old enough now that I don't work for other people. I don't want to be nice.
Let's see. Gil says it's funny that people think cost equals quality. It's all in the prep.
Exactly.
To
a point. Now, I say that your clear is what makes your product last. That's the only differing I have.
But even then, we don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on clear either. Like
we
a lot of
don't
people
need to,
do.
because we found a great clear that lasts.
Yeah.
And has.
Like the shop that's charging you 12 grand, if insurance came to them, it would probably be like 6 grand that they charge the insurance. But for you, because insurance, they have to charge them, a labor rate of $60 an hour. But they can charge you $120 to $200 a labor rate hour, which is why it's so much more expensive, why people don't understand that. Insurance forces shops to pay.
They're the slave owner. You're their slave once they decide that you're going to work with them, which is why they left everybody else. They're leaving the mom and pops. You can pop into any group, because we're part of them under different names. You can pop into any group on Facebook that's talking about bodywork and body stuff. You'll find shops, especially down here in Texas, across America, going, has anybody else's shop just kind of seemed to not have any more work? I told y'all for 3 years that Mako's owner died, and that Mako was going to become a direct repair facility for every major insurance fucking company in America. And they have. They've done it already, and they're taking their work from the mom and pop, and even from Caliber Collision and Service King and other big name stuff.
Will you paint a side-by-side?
Nope.
Where are y'all located?
Runaway Bay, Texas.
How much for an 03 GMC Sierra single cab short bed?
$800. Unless it's red.
What's the best paint for white wall tires?
Whatever your mama's using.
I need paint done. Where are y'all out of? I want a candy orange with stripes on a 96 Camaro.
Not interested.
Hello, can I ship my car to you?
Hello, yes, you can. No, I don't know any shippers. That's on you.
How do you make any profit? That's not including bodywork.
No, it is not.
Dad, tell them what we charge for bodywork.
Yeah, I don't know, $25, $50 most usually.
What? You can't do that and make any money.
It's nobody's business. Why are you so concerned? Why are you so concerned with what I make? Take care of you, little fella. You can't make ends meet. I live debt free.
Building his own shop. Should we show him the shop? I know we showed in the beginning on YouTube.
I don't know how many people we got.
241 on TikTok.
Who wants to go see the brand new shop that we're building? Should be finished in a week or two.
Should be.
Who wants to see it? And I'm a car painter. I'm not a fucking
carpenter
guy. I'm not a carpenter.
I do. Yes, me. Lots of them.
Come on, we'll go see it. The roof is what's got us stumped. Now we're gonna figure it out, but it's stumping.
It's stumping. These are 10 foot. Dad is 6 something.
Now, before all of you start crying, look. You see that? We call that concrete. Concrete. Can you say concrete?
Concrete.
So don't panic. Don't panic. We're built like all around. Like there's one there, there's one here, there's one here. And yes, I'm not a construction guy, so I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. That's okay. But we didn't make a boo-boo there.
I think that's perfect for the door. I told you that.
I'm not putting a door there.
It would be a perfect spot for a door.
I'm not walking all the way around out
You're
here. to the
gonna
door.
build a house right there.
Shut
That's
up.
the perfect spot for a door.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay, so we got one here. We still got one more that we're going to do.
We're gonna attach it on the side of the
We're
shed
thinking
here.
for a roof, we're going to build this style right along here. Right up against this. And then
Yes.
we go 18 foot over for our roof and shit.
And these are 10 foot high, so we can fit the jacked up trucks. Because look, down here in Texas, the jacked up trucks aren't just for show. When we were in Virginia, they were just rich boys who, you know, wanted to play pretend. Down here, you actually need it,
Right.
especially when you have to go off road for your job.
You're going through a farm or you're working out in the oil fields.
Yeah.
You need something that can run over top of hogs.
Lee says, no way that gets done in a week.
Why?
Who said we were getting anything done in a week?
I did. I said we'd build it in a week. What I meant to say was we'll have all the walls up within a week.
Yeah, the walls. Because we actually, we put the post in the ground one day, and then the very next day we built that first wall. It only
That
took us
first
like
frame.
2 hours to do
Right.
the frame. Okay, it took us 2 hours, maybe tops, to do the frame because we're not construction.
Oh, do this. Oh, shit. Take that board off. Yeah, we did that one backwards.
D Nice says it looks taller than 10 feet. It actually is like 10 and a half feet, give or take. It is a little bit taller.
I don't know. We're using 10 feet boards for the wall, and then I take a chainsaw and
Cutting the
down.
tops.
Cut the tops off so it all looks even.
Mucker says 1 week, me and my friends could build a whole house. Yeah, we've seen it. There's a house that was built actually at the end of the block. It took them exactly a week to start
Right.
building it, and it was done.
And you're a construction guy, so kiss my.
For the roof, do you have a bucket to raise and lower truss system? I don't even think we're going to do a truss. I think we're going to do a flat roof,
I'm gonna
slanted roof.
do like 2x4s across it, man. We're Texas. We don't get feet of snow for months at a time.
We don't get any snow, honestly.
We get rain and
We get hail. We get
hail.
inches of hail more than we get inches of snow. Is it okay to put a few coats of high build primer on top of self-etching primer that was put on metal?
Yeah, you just need to make sure that the etch primer is dry.
What does the Minimus come from? Where does the Minimus paint come from? LOL.
That's mine. And it's not rebranded.
Glenn says, I was a cop. I don't fight fair either. You always escalate one up than what you bring. You're going to start pulling up the molding today. Oh, he's going to start pulling up the molding today.
Right.
Yeah, you do. You have to escalate things. You have to be crazier than the other person. Otherwise, they'll think that they're going to be able to whoop you.
The one thing about law enforcement is that you have other brothers in brown and blue that will come to your aid in moments. Takes them a while to get there, so you've got to do what you've got to do. But thanks to thanks to the DOJ, now they've changed the laws because some bad cop killed someone by sitting on their neck, not the middle of their back like they're supposed to, because they had beef with one another. The DOJ has now said, oh, you're not allowed to do the jiu-jitsu, you're not allowed to use arm bar, although they haven't altered or changed the use of force instruction. In the use of force, you start off with the first usage of your words, your presence, your badge. That's what we're all taught. The second is your asp. If you have to pull that asp, then you pull the asp. That's one up if somebody has nothing in their hands. If they put a stick in their hands, you drop the asp, pull, provided every department has got one, you pull a taser. Okay? They put the knife, they put the bat down, and pull a knife, you pull a gun. They start reaching around, digging in their ass and all kinds of other things, and come around and you see a gun in their hand, well, you pull trigger. That's the escalation of force. That's the escalation of force that you are taught in law enforcement. Now, they've changed the rules, but they haven't changed the use of force. And you can skip all the steps of use of force and go straight to your gun in certain situations. I'm no longer bound by that. Like I said, All cops carry backups. All cops carry knives. All cops carry stuff that they arrested from drug dealers and drug addicts and dead people on the street. They pocket it and put it so that whenever they poke a hole in somebody, they go over and walk over to your hand and put it in your hand. Problem solved. I don't do that. If I have to go straight to shooting you because you want to flinch, yeah, I was in fear of my life. These days, there's more than enough case to make that point. People walk in everywhere and just go nuts and start shooting. I had
Sadly,
no
we do.
idea. Have no idea what the fuck he was reaching for. He told me, here's the, in case you idiots don't know, here's the picture of the guy. Here's the threats he was making online. I tried to tell everybody. I had to pop him. I was down here in Weatherford, and he showed up, and he reached around behind his back. Didn't know what he was reaching for. I told him. I warned him. I emptied it.
Glenn says, dang, Faith, don't take his side. Jeez. Took his side and sent him Mountain Dew money. Just so you know, she's now the new favorite.
I'm sorry, Glenn. Did you want me to listen to you?
Keith says, how do you get on the schedule? I understand that there's a 5-month wait.
Drop off. That's
You
the
need
only
to
way.
reach out to JP Auto Paint Works on Facebook.
Yep. And then we'll talk about, you can drop it off. The only way to get in line is to drop off.
Glenn says, you need to go back to work. LOL. See what you started, JP.
You started it, Glenn, sending me pictures of boiled peanuts. Just going, oh, just thought it was funny.
Zeus says, a lot of guys in the custom Hot Wheels industry use tropical glitz with air guns.
Yeah.
Nazer says, how do I avoid orange peel? Best settings for a spray gun.
Wet sanding and buffing is your best friend. Everything gets orange peel in it. Some's better than the others. Some don't have any. There's no formula that I can write down or tell you that will make you not get orange peel.
Glenn says JP is famous. He just don't know it. Look at his lot and how many cars he has waiting.
I'm not famous. I'm just a car painter. That's all I ever wanted to be. Well, no, that's not true.
Let's see. Glenn says, gonna paint my Tahoe on grass. No, actually, we're gonna be paving it.
I think your wife should have a talk with you because I don't think I need to paint your car since you're so worried about it being on grass. Linda?
Faith.
Faith, your husband's about to get disinvited.
Dana says painting a 1970 Corvette with no body damage.
Not interested.
Chris says thank you. Glenn says, right, I'm too old to fight. Go straight to the guns. That's Dad's take. JC says, let's go.
If I'm going to go to jail, and I mean this, if I'm going to wind up going to jail, not only am I going to start with you, but I'm going to finish with even your last child.
That guy says, what you working on today?
We're working on a Golf.
GTI.
GTI.
Pitt says, what's good for pinholes on doors for like an old 80 El Camino?
Just filler. Just, what do they call it? Spot putty?
Spot putty, yeah. Like a little red stuff that you put on there.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of spot putty I use.
It's covered. You can't even see it anymore. But it's
I think we bought
putty.
that one like 4 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, honestly. How do you get rid of runs?
Sand them. Wet sand them.
Or if you catch it in time, maybe you could run it off of the panel that it's on. I have seen a lot of painters do that. Can you clear coat over a 33-year-old perfect lacquer paint job?
No.
33 years ago was 1992.
There's no such thing as a perfect lacquer paint job.
I don't think it'd be lacquer if it was a 92 anyways. Because didn't they stop in like the late 80s?
No, I think they quit selling it out. They outlawed it. I don't know.
It's a possibility.
The answer is no. And of course, you could do whatever you want to do.
That guy says, I'm too old for that too. I go right to the game ender.
If I can't talk my way out of it and you're so goddamn head set on wanting to swing, you better understand what's coming. Because I'll warn you. I'll tell you. And I'll tell you out loud. I'll push you back and I'll back up and go, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face. Go away. Legal standards met. I've yelled it. There are multiple people in the parking lot that have heard that and will promptly go, yeah, that guy right there told him he's going to kill him if he reached behind his back, but he did it anyway. Yeah. I will kill you. I will end you.
Brian says, sir, what grit do I sand the primer to for metallic silvers?
You should probably use 600 grit.
Kevin says, just remember in Texas, we bang bang for less. I actually like that. That's funny. Best way to remove surface rust?
80 grit.
On a DA and just sand.
DA, yeah.
There's no magical chemical that's going to get rid of it.
Right.
There are some rust inhibitors, or not inhibitor, but what's the...
There's stuff that you can spray that will turn the rust into primer, but it's still got to be sanded off. Yes, there actually is. I'd never trusted it, but yes.
I still don't trust it.
I don't either.
It's too magical to me. How much for a 2007 F-250 King Ranch? It's burgundy and gold.
$1,100 if you're going back to same two-tone. As long as it ain't peeling on every panel.
Sean said, well said on the orange peel. Yeah, well said. What do you see being the big restorations from the 90s and 2000s?
What do I see as being them?
Yeah, what's going to be the next big thing?
I don't know. I don't care.
The little sports cars, honestly, I think that's what's going to pop out.
Probably. I do. Yeah, I mean, I really don't care. I'm a daily driver.
Hey, tell me one more time. Do you care?
I do I don't do restoration work. I do daily driver stuff.
User63 said, I've seen painters in the 70s paint in a gravel shop.
Yeah, I have.
That doesn't seem easy. Is there a lot more dust in gravel than...
It can be. That's where watering came from. Everybody wanted to water their booth. Well, yeah, because they had dirt on the ground.
Gravel's something else.
Yeah.
John Guthrie, Candyman. He says, I remember y'all. Do I? I don't remember
Really?
you.
Because even now, she's playing Call of Duty. Larry's playing Call of Duty. Where you at? Where are you fucking at? I don't see you playing Call of Duty.
Let's see. Jeep says, what's JP's paint gun of choice?
$30 paint or $70 paint gun out of Harbor Freight, usually.
Like if you could have any paint gun at all, would that be it, or that's just what you use?
$70 paint gun.
Okay. Jay says, try reducing your clear more if your orange peel is that bad, or try to find better overlap to distance. Is that a good idea, or is it bad?
Or you could maybe start your own channel to give out false information. You're more than welcome to give out whatever false information you want. But the moment you reduce your clear, you're taking solids away from that clear to go out to spray it. Not to mention you should only, even the best clears say that if you have to reduce it, you can only do up to 10%. Now, if you go over more than 10%, well, then you definitely should not be using it.
I've seen a lot of people that prevent orange peel is to use a 1.2 spray head.
Yeah, but that doesn't produce enough clear on a car, and it wastes so much money. Don't do that.
You use a lot more material.
Just orange peel happens. I don't give a fuck who you are. Orange peel happens. It's like playing golf, and I've used this analogy, which is a big word for you idiots sometimes. That means, fuck it. I can't even remember. But an analogy is that you're playing golf. You're having a great game. You're on the 8th hole. And then all of a sudden you shank one, and you're like, what the fuck? Okay, I can fix that. Boom, and then you hook it. And then you're like, God damn it. And then you really swing, and then you really fucking slice it. And then the other 12 holes are all fucked up.
So it's a mind game.
It's a mind game. Sometimes you get perfect opportunity, you feel like it, and orange peel doesn't happen, and then some days orange peel does happen.
It also has to do with the environment you're in, too.
You can just wet sand and buff it.
Oh, you can just get rid of it.
Yeah, you can. Without compromising the clear.
2004 extended cab F350.
$800 unless it's red.
Any interest in painting an 87 Fox body Mustang?
No.
Yes, we've done quite a few.
Not for him, because he asked. Which means he's already asked before.
Where have y'all been?
Working on cars.
What's your take on the 76 F-150 with an inline 6300?
I think it should have the 3 F-50 rear transmissional dresses underneath of the axles, jacked up with a bra underneath to hold the wheels, and then to definitely chain the driver with an XJ48739221 V8 1,000 million custom blowjobber. I don't know. What do you want?
Let's see. Nesto says, I was born in 92. Yeah, you're 33 years old. Get used to it. You're in your 30s now.
What you want, a cookie?
2000 F250 paint job cost.
$800 unless it's red, then it's 1,000.
My dad and uncles did lacquer paint jobs. I remember them taking it down to metal with sanding.
Okay, yeah, it probably did. I bet they probably 180 that motherfucker, primed it, 180 it again, and then lacquer primed or lacquer.
Really, lacquer is so thick that it would cover the 180 scratches. Boy, the paint world was easier. A lot cheaper too, I bet. How do I get rid of small pits and aluminum alloy wheels?
I don't know. I don't deal with wheels.
How long is the wait
Try
list?
buying a new one. 500, 5 months.
500. Flow coating, your thoughts? I hate that it's used wrong.
Okay, flow coating. Sure, we can use that terminology. See, after you've come along and you've cleared the car and it's a little orange peely, and so you want to flow it out. So you spray it on heavier, okay? That's what a flow coat is. Now, are you talking about re-clearing a car? That's not a flow coat. That's re-clearing a car. It's just like R&R. Remove and reinstall same part. Remove and install brand new part. But no, people like Mike over at Dick Suckers America goes R&I, remove and install brand new, or reinstall your part. Wrong terminology.
Zeus on YouTube sent happy poop. It was yellow.
Seek a doctor's help immediately.
I like it though. Candyman says, you have your online status blocked, sir, and I still haven't gotten a controller.
I haven't gotten.
Send me your address. We're going to send you a controller.
I've already sent you an invite. We're already friends. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Marissa says, analogy means butt stuff. Did you say that?
Analogy means butt stuff? I don't know. Probably.
Let's see. King says, I'm trying to paint my 2014 F350. How long is wait time if I drop off tomorrow?
5 months.
Yeah. It's not going to go down. If you remove your panels, if you sand it, you go away completely. Nothing goes down. I'm not saying he's doing that. I'm just telling you if there's anybody in there that's like, can I get it done faster? How many sags per car?
I don't know how many sags you get. When the weather changes with me, I usually get a good one. Usually underneath the mirror.
Because he smacks the mirror with paint gun. El Cartel says, what's the furthest a customer has drove to come to you? Georgia right now, right?
Atlanta. Yeah, right now Atlanta.
I'd say
we've had a few people come from New Mexico, but that's
like
further.
8 to 10 hours.
Yeah, it's not further. It's just a longer drive because there's nothing in between me and New Mexico. It's all desert.
Yeah. Was there one major city, and even then it's not a major city?
Amarillo, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, Atlanta. What's that? I think he made it was 18 to 21 hour drive.
That's probably 800, 900 miles, I think, give or take.
Let's see. How much to change the color on a 2011 Camaro?
Allow me to say this, Mr. El Cartel. If you're coming up out of Mexico, no thank you. Don't kill me. I like my face.
How much to change?
All I do is daily drivers.
How much to change the color on a 2011 Camaro?
I don't know what you're changing it from and to.
Just a rough guess then. Between
$1,800.
Okay.
Roughly.
Any band-aids for rust on a subframe, or is the car done for? Yeah, we got that problem.
Yeah, if you've got frame issues, you need to cut the frame and weld the frame, but
just get you another car, the same thing that doesn't have frame damage, and swap everything over.
That would be a good one for Dave.
Yeah, actually, Hoof Pickles, if you're still in here, because they could do that. That's a frame-off restoration, technically.
Hoof Pickles can do that.
There's no Band-Aids that we know of, because we don't do that.
There's no Band-Aids. What are you going to do? Chain it up so that way whenever the rust finally eats through, it breaks, you got a chain on each end, and so, yeah, don't do that.
American Spirit says, how do I get rid of water spots in my paint?
You can wet sand it. try wet sanding and buffing. If not, then you may, depending on how far down they are, you may have to base it clear again.
Water spots also can be a sign that your clear is failing. Does this car have water spots?
Like acid rain spots?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Just try running a buffer over it.
Just a regular buffer?
Yeah, with buffing compound. Nothing crazy, just buffing compound.
See, this one's peeling all over. I was hoping, but it doesn't really. But when clear peels up, sometimes it'll leave like little spots like this before it obviously turns into all that.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. It milks up.
You don't know.
I do know. I've been doing it for 14 years.
You know, I watched somebody today bragging. We have over 50 years of experience at our shop combined.
Combined.
Which means you have 5, the other guy has 5, another guy has 5, another guy has 6, and another guy has 10. Right? 50 years?
Yeah. Goliath is sending more happy poops. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt, but.
So between you and I, we've got 57 years worth of experience combined in our shop.
Do we? Yeah. And it's only 2 of us. Let's ask them how many it is, because usually there's 5 guys in their shop, and each one has 10 years or 5 years.
Yeah, there's a moron up there in Virginia at, he does motorcycles.
I remember that guy.
And he's like, we've got 30 years combined, and there's 4 owners of that shop. I shit you not.
And then they got 2 workers in there. And that's what they do. They combine everybody's. That doesn't mean anything. That's why when I say I got 14 years, I guess it's starting to mean something. But really, I haven't been painting for 14 years. When Dad says I've been doing this for 36 years, 35 years, whatever it is, that's all painting experience. So very rarely do people have that kind of experience. Because you were in this industry for what, 6 months and actually working before someone said, here's the paint gun, do it, dummy.
Yeah. Painter got drunk, passed out in a Pizza Hut in Fredericksburg, in the city of Fredericksburg. And so the guy's like, car's got to go tomorrow. You got to paint this thing. You been watching him? Yeah, kind of. Well, you worked over at Meadows. You know how to mix the single stage. Paint this thing. Okay.
Let's see. Sal says, I use R&I when giving quotes. It's an easy upsell.
I don't care. Go ahead.
Actually, that's what they do in insurance, too.
Right.
Let's see. Marissa says, my guy gets saggy with too much alcohol in him. TMI. Real says, I love your content, guys. I really want you to paint my truck and my wife's SUV. How do I set this up?
Dick mail us on.
Stop saying that.
DM us on Facebook. JP Auto Paint Works, and it's 5 months from drop off to pick up, thereabout. We've had people here for almost a year.
Unfortunately, we have. We're getting rid of that blue one right now. How do I get rid of oxidizing? Can I read today?
Buffing it.
Yes.
Buffing it.
Zeus says I had to send them. You're silly.
You didn't have to. You just wanted to. Shit all over my programming.
Candyman says Atlanta was the bedazzled cobra, right?
Yes.
It was the bedazzled cobra. I like that.
The bedazzled cobra.
How much does the cost?
Abracadabra, abracadabra. What?
Keep up the good work. You're one of the old schools. Love it. I've painted for years myself.
Thank you.
How do you really feel? Don't hold back. Haha, I love it.
You know, I have seen guys who have direct messaged us, and I feel bad for them because there are a lot of people, guys that go, man, you know, I used to paint and everything, and I used to show my work, but then people would just come out of the woodwork like they do to you, and I just couldn't take the pressure. I got out of painting and closed my shop up.
Yeah.
Which is sad because
there's a lot of stress. You know, if we'd have started when we started 14 years ago, if we'd have had the same kind of online attacks that we had, yeah, I don't think we would have folded, but I don't think we'd have been as popular. I think we would have stopped a lot.
No, I'm an asshole either way it went.
Yeah,
because even the guys from Craigslist or whoever that was texting.
It was always Craigslist.
The people that were texting or calling, you heard the calls, you heard the text. I tell them, go fuck your mother.
Okay, you're right. So that's why we can survive now, because we had actual threats from real people.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. I am me. No matter what you do. You walk out in public and you go, you suck. I'm going to go, your mother. You honk a horn at me, I'm going to go, hey, your horn blows about your wife. I'm just one of those guys. It's just the way it is.
Let's see. Joshua says, do you still sell the DIY kits?
Yeah, $600 plus shipping. We still got them. We don't focus on it anymore because I made my point. But we've had a lot of people on here today, so we're probably going to get a little bit back into it. I'm also trying to,
We have to finish all the cars and build a garage. So trying to start two businesses at the same, while we have the painting business is going well, starting a secondary business while still trying to focus on the main business without having workers is a little distracting, let's say.
It can get a little rough.
Especially because you take time off of your day from painting to go ship out like 5 things, and then you have to box them, order more. It's a
February,
lot.
March, April, May, all the way into June was insane. We sold over $100,000 worth of product in that time frame.
Which is why we're building a garage.
Right, which is one of the ways we're able to do that. It got nuts. Okay? But, like I said, in June, the economy started getting bad again. People kind of didn't want to, and so we just set everything aside and started doing cars. We're not focusing in on, the painting product.
Yeah. Mike says, nice to see you two working together.
Thank you.
Jay says, sanding down clear on my Mustang. What's the best grit to get that done?
If it looks like this, 80. If it looks like what's there in that corner, just like 400.
So it's all nice and shiny in the corner, but this peeling little bit.
If
it was peeling, since it's peeling here, does this mean that you have to sand the whole hood?
Yeah.
Even though it's nice and shiny up here, you could feather it back?
You could, but I mean, if you don't, it's peeling down here not because it chips. If it was just chipped up, no, I just feather it back. But see how it's dying here? That's the way all of this was. So it's dying here and lifting up for a reason.
So it's going to do it all over.
Right.
Okay.
Whether it takes 2 years or 6 months or 3 days.
But it'll do that underneath the new paint that you put on there, even though.
Which will lift it all up.
Okay. I get that. What's the DIY kit? How's the new garage coming along?
We've almost got it built. I'm not going to show it again for a third time.
This YouTube will be posted up.
Right. So it'll have it in it.
Yeah, twice.
The kit comes with 80 or 400.
No, it comes with both.
Comes with 80 and 400. Comes with reducer, gallon of reducer, a gallon of this clear, a gallon of this clear, and a quart of hardener, along with 4 rolls of 3/4 inch tape and a roll of 1.5 inches.
As well as a gallon
as a gallon of base coat.
That's unreduced, so you have to reduce it.
Yeah, so it's unreduced.
The only thing
that's what 600.
The only thing it doesn't include that we tell people we can do extra is paper and then primer, because people are very specific about the types of primer that they want and the paper.
Right.
So we figured, yeah, why not? Sanding down clear on my Mustang. What's the best grit to get that done? Oh wait, I already asked that one. 93 Tahoe, 2-door.
$800 unless it's red. Or your name is Glenn Sykes.
Before a third base coat, what sandpaper should I use?
Before a third base coat? I don't know.
Do you mean like it's been?
You don't need to sand it in between clear and base unless it's been sitting.
Do you need a specific number of base coats to lay on? Because I've heard people say that you have to do at least 4 solid base coats before you could put on 3 solid clear coats.
No.
Really? What happens if you don't?
I don't want to go into it. What's the next question?
I'm trying to get a good video to go viral, and you won't even answer my question.
I won't.
Thoughts on ready-to-use lacquer paint and clear coat? I haven't seen any lacquer paint.
I don't think you should use it.
Do you do any gel coat paint? Oh, wait, that's not true. We did see the lacquer. It was at AutoZone. Remember? They sell it in those little quart cans.
And at Tractor Supply, I think.
I think they sold it in gallon containers at Tractor Supply. How much for a 2012 Sonic sedan from black to blue?
$500.
Knucklehead says, I've learned...
$600.
For 2012 Chevy Sonic?
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from you, brother. That's from Knucklehead. What sandpaper should I use? Oh, wait. I already answered that one. When the electric motor on an air compressor goes out, the knockoff on Amazon is the exact fit, FYI. Wait, you talking about that one, the DeWalt?
Okay.
Didn't know that. How big of a garage are you building?
18 foot wide. I think it's 26 foot.
No, it's 33 long. 33 long,
long.
18 wide. It's enough to put 2 of these kind of cars.
Oh shit! No, we could fit 4 easily.
Well, no, 2 wide, side by side.
Oh, yeah.
And then 1 big dually in there. 06 Civic. It's black.
$400.
87 Buick Grand National.
What year?
87.
500.
We've done a lot of those.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to end the live.
Yes, we have to sand. Okay, I'm ending the live on TikTok, and then I have to figure out how to end the live on here. Thank you guys on
Thanks,
YouTube.
guys.